fair and conscientious decision in this case will be placed wholly with you jurors selected for this most important duty. You will not be swayed by sympathy, passion, prejudice, or political beliefs. You will disregard any impression which you may have regarding what you believe to be my opinions on the guilt or innocence of the defendant. You will disregard the claims or opinions of any other person or news media or social networking site. You will pay no heed to the opinions of anyone, even the President of the United States or the President before him. The founders of our country gave you, and you alone, the power and the duty to decide this case based solely on the evidence presented in this court. You will fearlessly keep faith with those who have entrusted to you the fair rendition of justice and the protection of our freedom. You will be very careful and deliberate in weighing the evidence. I charge you to keep your duties steadfastly in mind and as upright citizens to return just and true verdicts. You will decide only whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty of the offenses which are charged. Any consequences of your verdict are matters for me alone to decide and must not affect your deliberations. It will be for you to determine whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty as to each of the offenses charged or submitted. You must make a finding as to each count of the information. Each count charges a separate crime, and you must consider each one separately. Your verdict for the crime charged in one count must not affect your verdict on any other. This is a criminal and not a civil case, and therefore, before you can reach a verdict which may lawfully be received, it must be reached unanimously. In a criminal case, all 12 jurors must agree in order to arrive at a verdict. When you retire to the jury room, select one of your members to preside over your deliberations. That presiding juror's vote is not entitled to any greater weight than that of any other juror. We're going to stop at this point, and I'm going to ask that you return tomorrow. I'm going to let you take a vote. When you want to start tomorrow, you could choose 8, you can choose 8:30, you can choose 9. How many would be in favor of starting at 8:30? How many want to start at 9? I missed 8, didn't I? How many want to start at 8? How many would like to start at 9? All right, that's the clear consensus. Well, it's not a consensus, but clear plurality, probably majority, I think. And so we'll start at 9 tomorrow, as we have been. The case is ready for decision by a jury of 12. We don't have that. And it's just as important as ever. I'd say more so, except that it was always important, that you not discuss the case with anyone. And you won't have to resist that much longer now because you'll be able to decide the case. Please don't read, watch, or listen to any account of the trial or anything to do with the trial. And tomorrow morning we'll assemble, and as I indicated earlier, the tumbler over there will be used. All of your numbers will be placed in there. And 6 of the, well, assuming there are still 18 of you, 6 of them will be drawn out. And those persons will be held in reserve and will not join the 12 in deliberation. We're going to retain you here in the building. Those of you who are not selected will stay here in the building, and in the event that your services are needed as we continue the case. And then the 12 of you who are the jury selected will commence your deliberations at that point. So, again, no talking about the case. Please don't read, watch, or listen to any account of the trial. Any questions, anybody? Enjoy the evening. We'll see you tomorrow.